Today we have our first Madden 20 experiment of the year, and it's the ultimate of ultimate experiments that we do each and every year. It's extremely simple. We are going to see who Madden 20 thinks is going to win Super Bowl 54. We're going to do two separate simulations. One is going to have injuries on, so it's extremely realistic, so it can be random with who gets hurt and who doesn't get hurt. And in simulation number 2, the injuries are going to be turned off, so it's all about who Madden thinks has the best team and best chance to win the Super Bowl. And also, we're going to see who wins the MVP, Rookie of the Year, and everything like that. So basically, in today's video, Madden 20 is going to be predicting the upcoming NFL season. So hopefully, guys, do enjoy this first experiment of the Madden 20 season. If you do, make sure to smash that like button if you do want to see more experiments on the channel for Madden 20. If you have any idea for whatever Madden 20 experiments you do want to see on the channel, make sure to let me know in the comment section below. And if you have a really awesome idea, you could have a chance to be featured in an upcoming video because I'll use your idea for a video. With that said, guys, make sure to subscribe if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. Let me know also in the comment section below who you think will win the Super Bowl this upcoming NFL season, and also add in your Rookie of the Year picks. With that said, in simulation number 1, this is the one with injuries on. So nothing has been changed. I am not controlling anything whatsoever. Simply going to sim into the playoffs and see how Madden thinks his 2019 NFL season is going to finish up. So as a user, the Titans doesn't look like we made the playoffs this season. But check it out, the AFC South, we went 5-11. The whole entire division sucked. Everybody aside from the Jaguars went 5-11. But let's check out the NFL standings in this first simulation. Madden 20 thinks the Cleveland Browns and Green Bay Packers are both going to have the best 2 records in the NFL at 14-2. Patriots right up there at 12-3-1. Ravens with a really good season at 12-4. Broncos having a huge comeback season at 11-5. Saints 11-5. Chargers 10-6. Jaguars, as we saw, won the AFC South at 9-5-2. Eagles at 10-6. Vikings made the playoffs. Seahawks made the playoffs. And Giants made the playoffs at 9-7. Falcons missed out. Panthers missed out. Jets had a much better season, as did the Bills. Bears had a huge drop-off down to 8-8. Cowboys had a disappointing season at 7-8-1. Chiefs did a lot worse this season at 6-10. Cardinals go from worst record in the NFL to 6-10. Rams dropped off tremendously at 6-10 this season. The Steelers, without Antonio Brown and without Le'Veon Bell, went 5-10-1 on this season. And it looks like the worst record in the NFL goes to the Detroit Lions at 3-13. Obviously, the Antonio Brown trade didn't do too much for the Raiders here. And the Dolphins, although they have easily the worst talented team, the lowest overall team in Madden 20, they still didn't have the worst record in the NFL, but almost did. Now, checking out some of the statistics across the NFL this season, according to Madden 20. Best offense goes to the New Orleans Saints, with the Cleveland Browns right behind them. And the best defense goes to the Kansas City Chiefs, who didn't even make the playoffs at 6-10. And the Packers had the second best defense as well. So the Packers right up there might have a chance to win the Super Bowl this year. But now time to check out this year's MVP goes to Aaron Rodgers, according to Madden 20, and I think we just completely lost all credibility here as Josh Allen comes in number 2, Tom Brady 3rd, Drew Brees 4th, Baker 5th, Nick Foles on the Jaguars. A lot of people skeptical on how he's going to do this upcoming season. Came in 6th. Now, once again, continuing to lose credibility. Joe Flacco in 7th, Ezekiel Elliott in 8th, Andrew Luck in 9th, and Phillip Rivers in 10th. And once again, keep in mind that some of this could have been excused because some players might have got injured, but that's how the NFL goes sometimes. Now, moving on to the AFC. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Josh Allen. Defensive Player of the Year, Bernard McKinney of the 5-11 Houston Texans. C.J. Mosley, a new member of the Jets, came in 2nd. Now, the Offensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Hollywood Brown, who I think has been the Offensive Rookie of the Year in almost every single simulation type video I have done, or any time I've simmed this season. He has been the Offensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC each and every time. Darwin Thompson is 67 overall in 2nd. Benny Snell Jr. in 3rd. Raquel Armstead in 4th. Justice Hill in 5th. Miles Boykin, also on the Ravens, in 6th. Rodney Anderson, Hunter Renfrow made the top 10. He's about 35 years old at this point, in 8th. And last but not least, Easton Stick of the Chargers, former North Dakota State quarterback, 63 overall in 10th, and this guy, Cullen Gillespie, in 8th. Now, defensive rookie of the year in the AFC, Devin Bush, who has won it almost every single time as well. It's either been him or Levi Wallace. He won it. You have Josh Allen, another Josh Allen in 3rd. Ed Oliver in 4th. Quentin Williams in 5th. Juan Thornhill, Cullen Farrell, Amani Hooker, and I'm not even try. His last name's Polite. He rounds out the top 10. Now, moving on to the NFC side of things. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Devin White. So the two fast middle linebackers do win the Defensive Rookie of the Year in their respective conference. I think also every single time it's kind of been the same thing here. It's been Devin White in 1st from the Buccaneers in the NFC on defense, and then Sean Murphy-Bunting in 2nd on defense, Rookie of the Year, each and every time. So Buccaneers better be happy with what they got in this last NFL draft, according to Madden. DeAndre Baker in 3rd, Brian Burns in 4th, Dexter Lawrence in 5th, Nick Bosa all the way down in 7th, and Darnell Savage Jr. rounding out the top 10 on the NFC Defensive Rookie of the Year award. Now, if this is not going to be Kyler Murray, I'll be shocked. I think I've done about 10, 15 simulations already, and he's won it every single time, and this time it's no different. He came in 1st. DK Metcalf in 3rd, DJ Hawkinson in 4th. Around out the top 10, you have Jordan Scarlett of the Carolina Panthers. Now, I want to check out a couple statistics here across the NFL, see if there's any standouts here. Tom Brady, the most passing yards, almost 5,000 this year. The MVP, Aaron Rodgers, 4,600 yards, 41 touchdowns, 9 picks. Look at Josh Allen, dude. 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Rushing leader, Ezekiel Elliott by a landslide, almost 1,800 yards. Mark Ingram, I think the Ravens will be happy with that production. He had 1,500 yards, so did Saquon Barkley. And he had Ezekiel Elliott lead the league with 12 rushing touchdowns. Receiving yard-wise, Michael Thomas led the league, 1,400 yards, and the most receiving touchdowns goes to Dede Westbrook and Deshaun Hamilton, both with 13 receiving touchdowns. And defensively, NFL tackle leader goes to Jordan Hicks with 140. Sack leader is Aaron Donald with 13.5. And interception leader goes to Jason Verrett and Steven Nelson, both with 6 picks on the year. Now it's time to end off this first simulation. Keep in mind, injuries were on for this. Gonna sim to the Super Bowl. And most of the Super Bowls I've seen thus far have included the Browns. And what do you freaking know, dude? I am a part of the Illuminati. Browns, Viking, Super Bowl 54. The winner, according to Madden 20, is going to be the Cleveland Browns, 44-29. And dudes, I won't be shocked if the Browns make it to the Super Bowl once again in this next simulation. And if they do win it 2 out of 2 times, I'm pretty sure clear prediction for Madden 20 up to this point is the Cleveland Browns winning the Super Bowl 54. Simulation number 2, the only difference is that we are using the Browns now, and there's nothing I'm doing that's going to affect this at all. Injuries are off, so let's see if the Cleveland Browns can do it 2 consecutive seasons. So it does look like we got a first round bye here. We went 13-3 on the year. Ravens came in 2nd in the division, so we easily won the AFC North. Rest of the standings, we had the best record in the NFL. We beat the Cleveland Browns at 13-3. Rams a lot better. The Rams and Chiefs had much better seasons in simulation number 2 with the injuries off. The 49ers had a really good year, 11-4, and one thing all 49ers fans would finally be happy with that. Jets make the playoffs at 11-5. Panthers at 10-6 make the playoffs. Cowboys and Redskins both at 10-6 don't make the playoffs. The Patriots and Giants miss out at 9-7, so the Patriots not making the playoffs for the first time in a long time. Lions get a playoff berth, although Madden's crazy. Other last simulation, they were in dead last, the worst record in the NFL. The Jags win the AFC South at 8-8 on the year. AFC South is not too good of a division. I mean, it's an average division, but it's just a weird one. My Titans go 6-10, so they're not looking too good according to Madden 20. Worst record in the NFL. The Broncos had a great record. I think that's completely flip-flop. I think they went 11-5 first time. Vikings too. Vikings won the Super Bowl, or made it to the Super Bowl last time. They went 5-11 this time around. The worst record in the NFL goes to the Miami Dolphins, which doesn't surprise me at 2-14. Now, looking at some of the statistics here, best offense this time goes to the Saints. Patriots in 2nd, although they didn't even make the playoffs. And defensively, best defense goes to the Detroit Lions this time. That's a shocker, who did this time make the playoffs. MVP goes to Todd Gurley. That's the first time in a really long time I've seen a running back win the MVP. Brady in 2nd, I think, for what is the 2nd straight time. Drew Brees in 3rd. Le'Veon Bell in 4th. So this one's a running back heavy top 10 MVP race. Baker Mayfield for 5th place, which I think is a second consecutive simulation. Another running back, Zeke. Sam Darnold in 8th. Marcus Mariota, my boy, in 9th. And Pat Mahomes, the former MVP, in 10th. Now, Coach of the Year goes to Freddie Kitchens, my boy. Now, AFC, we'll just look at the Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Hollywood Brown. Again, what I tell you, Jared Stidham. So no wonder. Well, I'm confused. He came in second, although Tom Brady came in second in the MVP race. So the only reason Jared Stidham will be up there is if Tom Brady got injured, but injuries are off here. So I am very confused, but he's there for one reason or not. I wanted to check that out, dude. Easton Stick up there again as well. And this has been wild. Drew Lock as well. So a lot of quarterbacks apparently getting playing time for one reason or not. Defensive Rookie of the Year this time goes to Ed Oliver. First time I've seen a Rookie of the Year go to a player that's not Levi Wallace or Devin Bush, as we see the rest of the top 10. Now, NFC, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sean Murphy Bunting. He's up there again. Devin White's number 5. Nick Bosa, the highest I've seen him thus far, at number 2. And rounding out the top 10 is Montez Sweat. And this is going to be Kyler Murray for like the 10th straight time. Of course it is. On the 4-11-1 Arizona Cardinals. Tony Pollard in 2nd. DK Metcalf in 5th. And Hakeem Butler rounding out the top 10 in the Offensive Rookie of the Year rankings. Now, I do want to check out just little things. I do want to see why the heck was Jared Stidham up there. Number 2 in the Rookie of the Year voting. He literally had 59 yards and 3 touchdowns on the year. Interesting. That's almost apparently NFL Rookie of the Year worthy. Anyways, looking at the rest of the stats across the NFL, Tom Brady, once again, 4,700 yards, led the league. Marcus Mariota had a lot of yards, but not that many in comparison to a couple of the other players. I do want to see, like, Kyler Murray's stats, since we didn't look the first time around. He had an okay season, 3,700 yards, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. And running the football, he had only 24 yards on the ground, which I'm pretty sure will have a couple more than that in real life. Now, look, I do want to see how good Todd Gurley did this year, since he did win the MVP. He ended up with a total of, he didn't even have the most rushing yards and still won the MVP. Madden's wild. Ezekiel Elliott, almost 2,000 yards, 14 touchdowns. But Todd Gurley, I guess his 18 touchdowns was the reason why he was above Ezekiel Elliott. Although Zeke was like number 6, so that's wild. Mark Ingram again with a huge season. So Madden apparently thinking Mark Ingram was a really good signing for the Baltimore Ravens. Kareem Hunt, 14 touchdowns for the Browns, and Saquon Barkley with a decent season, 15 touchdowns. So he had a better season than Le'Veon Bell. Yet Le'Veon Bell, I mean, in every statistical category, yards per carry, total yards, and touchdowns. Yet Le'Veon Bell was in the top 10 of the MVP race, and Saquon Barkley wasn't. Interesting. Receiving yard-wise, Nelson Aguilar with 1,300 yards led the league. Now receiving touchdowns goes to Michael Thomas, and D.D. Westbrook again. Apparently Madden thinks he's going to ball out this year. And defensively, tackle leader is Eric Kendricks. Most sacks goes to Khalil Mack with 16.5, and Von Miller with 15.5. Interception leader is Adoree Jackson of my Tennessee Titans. Hopefully that comes true. But dudes, with that, to end off the video, we're going to see, can the Cleveland Browns do it in 2 consecutive simulations to solidify them as Madden 20's pick to win the Super Bowl? And here we are, dudes. Is it going to be the Browns again? Apparently, at least this is the most consistent pick thus far. Can the Cleveland Browns do it again? And they do in a blowout, 28-3. So I think it has been solidified. In 2 separate simulations, Madden 20 has the Cleveland Browns winning Super Bowl 54. So there's your answer. Madden predicts the Browns to win it. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this whole entire simulation process, because some of it was extremely whack. But hopefully you did enjoy it nonetheless. Subscribe if you are new. Turn on the notification bell if you haven't. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. God bless and peace.